Hey there, Libra. How's it going? Hope everything's going good with you and yours. Welcome to your week of May 2nd, 2022 weekly tarot reading. We're going to be looking at, well, the Swan Spirit, saying time for a deep dive here. We're also going to look at another oracle card here as well and see what we got for you. Then we're going to look at your past, your present, and your future energy and see what we have there, clarify all that. Hopefully everything will be clicking right along. We also have the Starfish Spirit saying open to infinite possibilities during this deep dive. So I feel like, don't take anything off the table, leave everything out there, be open to possibilities, open to everything here while you're diving deep and looking into yourself, maybe some introspection, maybe thinking about like different career paths or different options that way for your life here. Because I feel like we're in a brave new world, especially with like technology and stuff like YouTube here, for instance. Like there's a whole bunch of people on here who never would have connected with anyone ever, but because of YouTube, we can connect with all sorts of people, right? I wouldn't be able to connect with you. I live in, Nova Scotia, Canada, and I probably wouldn't be able to do a tarot reading for you, like this, finding you somehow where you might live, in the States or across the country or something, without this, right? So be open to those possibilities while you're diving deep because, things are really are limitless. So that's awesome. So we're going to look into your past, your present, and your future and clarify this here as well while we're going about your reading. But before we do, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it so much. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you showing up. Thank you for being here. Glad to see a new face. If you're old hat to the channel, thanks for coming back. Always love to see that too. So I'm loving that. These are general readings, though. We'll take both those. These are general readings, though, so it's not all this may resonate with you. And if it doesn't resonate with you, it's just not part of your message or just isn't your message. So no need to worry about that. That was a lot of cards here, so. But if it does resonate with you and it is clicking along with you, leave a like down below and a comment. Those are the best ways to let me know. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel and you want to stick around too. So without further ado, let's get into your reading here. All right. Ooh. Our card to keep an eye on this week is the Nine of Pentacles. Independence is going to be key. Working on yourself, working on growing something eventually to a point where it's something you can really look back on and be proud of here, which is great. So I love that. So we're starting things off here. We got the Tower, the Nine of Wands, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles and the Sad Squirrel here. I feel like you're not letting bad things in your life hold you back here with the Sad Squirrel and that Nine of Wands in particular, because the Nine of Wands is about, putting up a wall, because you don't want to be hurt anymore. And the Sad Squirrel is also kind of like that get off my property, get off my lawn kind of attitude. Like, I don't want nobody, don't want no visitors. This is like Bilbo Baggins, right? At the start of Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, where he's like, I don't want any well-wishers or party guests or family members, right? That kind of thing. So hello, Journey. It's really saying you're putting the wall up. You may have been hurt in the past, and look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh my God. He just comes in, does whatever he wants. What a jerk. But yeah, with the Nine of Wands and the Sad Squirrel, it's definitely that kind of like walls are up, don't come near me, I don't want to deal with this. But with the Tower and the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like there's a change here for sure. And it's maybe going to take a while for this change to really come into full swing. Maybe this week it's just like the start of it, or just recently has just started up for you before it gets into like full, like we have the 180, the complete turnaround here. Before that happens, I feel like it's going to take as long as it takes, right? But it is a change for the better, for the positive, because I feel like with that Swan Spirit, you're taking a deep dive, right? And you are opening yourself up to possibilities. You are opening yourself up to new ideas here with, regards to whether it's yourself or life in general. Oh, I see what there's a fly has gotten into the house and Journey wants it. But with these here, it's just saying it's going to take as long as it takes, but it is going to be worth it at the end of the road. So let's clarify these. Let's clarify this Tower. All right, we're not going to take all of them, but we will take this guy that came out. Six of Swords, clarifying that Tower. You're heading towards calm waters. You're heading towards better for your life, for sure, because of this change, right? But again, it takes as long as it takes, right? Let's clarify this Nine of Wands. What do we got going on for you? All right, Libra, what do we got? We got the High Priestess here. Yeah, I feel like you're going to know that these are these are situations where it does take as long as it takes, right? You look at the queen, or the queen of High Priestess. Now you look at the High Priestess, hopefully you can see that. Her crown there, it represents phases of the moon, right? You know, we have crescent, waxing, waning, full, all that good stuff, new moons, everything. Things come and go in cycles, right? And with that Nine of Wands, I feel like you kind of realize that. Like right now you may be hurt and you may be kind of on the defensive, but it's saying like you are heading in the proper direction here, and you know there is an upswing. It's not like you're going to get left behind. It's not like you're going to sit here and be like, oh no, like I'm always going to be like this. No, you know that this isn't going to keep you down for long. All right, we got cards flipping in the deck and clarifying the Knight of Pentacles and the Sad Squirrel. We got the Three of Pentacles. So working together with others is going to be your best bet to help you out of this. You know, using your friends, your family, well, using them, but, you know, letting them support you, you know, asking them for help where you need it, you know, working with others is going to be the best way. Maybe with this deep dive, maybe asking them for their opinions on something, or asking them for help with something may, you know, give them, may give you better options or better ideas here. So, in your present, we got the Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles here. Really looking at this as don't dwell on things with this Ten of Swords. Don't, you know, like this is dead, done, over with. Don't worry about it. Like, you know, the past is the past. Don't worry about any mistakes. Don't worry about, you know, past failures. Don't worry about things that have maybe taken place over the years here. The Ten of Swords is saying, like, don't worry about that stuff. Get that out of your mind as quick as you can. With the Four Swords and the Four of Pentacles here too, the Force of Wands. Did I say the Four Swords and the Four of Pentacles? The Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. We had the Four Swords a couple of times in Gemini's reading, so I got that on the brain, I guess. But with the fours all over the place. But with the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, it's really saying, like, in the future you are going to find your happiness, right? It's for sure coming, right? As long as you, again, with that four, or the starfish and the deep diving of the swan, it's just saying open your mind up here while you're taking this deep dive. Keep the possibilities open for that future, right? You know, there is more than one way to, you know, skin a fish, or you know, how does it go? It's more than one way to skin a something, right? But you know, you can, there's many ways to achieve what you want to achieve, right? Some people are overnight sensations. Some people have been working their whole lives to achieve what they want to achieve, right? So for instance, you know, some people, there's a guy, H.P. Lovecraft. He used to be a writer back in like the early 1900s. And he published a whole bunch of short stories and stuff in magazines and stuff. And unfortunately for him, he passed away before his stuff really took off and really became very popular. So he never saw a cent of it, right? He never saw, like, you know, payoff and the huge fan base he would eventually acquire here. And so some people live like that. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here for you, but some people do work a long time but never see the recognition they want, or at least not right away. And then some people are like that woman who wrote 50 Shades of Grey. She never read a novel before. It was a fan fiction of Twilight, I believe. And it was just like, boom, you know, and there's been movies made about that book and stuff and whatever. And she's probably rich and never has to work a day in her life again, like, because it was just this big sensation. So, you know, people have success in different ways. Like, people do find success in different ways. Some people find it after all their work's been put in and they put in a ton of time. Some people find it almost instantaneously, right? So just be open that, like, different paths will get you there in different ways. So let's get some clarifiers going here. What do we got for this Ten of Swords? I want to clarify this first. You got a lot of cards popping out. That Nine of Wands was one of them. We got more cards. The deck is very talkative today. Very, very talkative. Cards are flipping and shucking and jiving all over the place here. All right, clarifying this Ten of Swords. Okay. All right, we'll take them. We got the Hangman and the Emperor here. And this is great. The Hangman is saying different perspectives. Look at things in a different way with that Ten of Swords. Don't dwell on things. Look at things in a different way. Don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as a learning experience. Look at it as a potential to grow. And with the Emperor, Emperors, kings, rulers, they can't dwell on mistakes they made. They gotta forge ahead, right? You can learn from them, you can grow from them, but don't dwell on them, right? So let's clarify this Four of Wands. Oh my God, Four of Pentacles. 3 4s in your reading here. 444. I can't remember what that angel number is. That's come up a lot for me lately. I've been seeing that here in these readings. But go give the angel number 444 a Google after this, all right? But yeah, with the 4 Pentacles repeating here and clarifying the 4 of Wands, it's like don't overly obsess about something, right? Don't overly obsess that this is the way I have to do things, right? Again, with that Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities, infinite paths, infinite chances, infinite ways to get to where you need to be. And clarifying our original 4 of Pentacles here, what do we got? You got the Knight of Swords here. So yeah, don't do anything reckless here. Try to keep things in check. Don't do anything crazy here. No Ponzi schemes or anything like that. You know what I'm talking about too. You know, when you get that email and it says, you've won an iPhone. It's like, I never remember getting in a contest for one. Don't click on those links. That's a trap. All right. So don't do anything like that. Don't do anything reckless. You know better. All right. In your future, we got the King of Wands, the Devil, and the 6 of Wands here. Taking charge is going to be the key here, I feel, for you with the King of Wands and the 6 of Wands here, because both are cards of leadership. They're both cards of taking charge, going after what you want here. The 6 of Wands particularly is about success, whereas the King of Wands is like going after things you want in your life here, which is great, especially with the Emperor here as well, because that's kind of your... That's kind of like this energy of like taking control, you know, being comfortable, being in the lead here. Eventually you are going to have to take the reins yourself and, you know, direct your life here, because we have been working with others with that 3 of Pentacles back here, and that's great, and it's awesome that they want to support you and stuff, but ultimately you got to be the decision maker. You got to be the one calling the shots, directing your life, you know. Think of it like you're directing your own documentary about how you got to success, right? How you got to the dreams and achieved everything you wanted to. You've got to be the one calling the shots and directing the scenes and making the decisions and such here. But you're going to have success, I feel, once you get a hold of that, once you get a grasp of, you know, what you want to do and how you want to do it here too. And with the Devil here, it's just saying like have some fun with it. Don't get chained to ideas. Don't get chained to certain ways of doing things, right? Again, it's going with that Starfish that's been, you know, kind of been banging you over the head with it here this whole time, is like open to infinite possibilities. Open it to different ideas. Open to different strategies, different paths, different things here in your life. Don't get, you know, hung up on like this is how it has to be here. So let's clarify these to end this off, end this reading out for you. Let's clarify that King of Wands. What do we got? King of Wands, clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, focus on your strengths. Focus on the good in your life. Focus on what you want to see in the world. Don't focus on the negative stuff here, right? That's what you want to take charge of, really. Let's clarify this Devil. What do we got for you? What do we got, Libra? Clarifying the Devil. Got the 4 of Swords here. There's another 4. We got 4 4s in your reading. The 4 of Swords just saying, hey, take the rest when you need it. Gemini had a kind of similar reading where they were kind of like, make sure you're not burning yourself out and such. And with the 4 of Swords, it's saying that with the Devil too, is have fun. Make sure you're not burning out. Make sure you're not focusing too much on work and trying to achieve your goals, right? It's good to be focused on that stuff and you want to have it, but you gotta make sure you have room for play and fun and whatnot too. That way you're not, you know, burning yourself out. That way you're not tiring yourself out. And lastly, clarifying this 6 of Wands. What do we have? Oh, we got 2. We got the Knight of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups here. Really great. That's awesome. Knight of Pentacles. Trust the process. It takes as long as it takes, you know. Just keep working hard, going for what you want here. And with the 2 of Cups as well, there is going to be a bit of a balancing of energies here for sure. But also, you know, you may find a connection along the way that's going to be significant. It doesn't necessarily have to be love, even though that could be there for you too. But the 2 of Cups can also just represent a best friend type of energy, or someone who's really important to you, right? Like if you're thinking about, like when I was talking about writing, you know, someone like an editor or, you know, your agent or a publicist or something like that, right? Could be encountering someone like that in your life who wants to help you grow and wants to be a part of what you got going on here. So maybe not necessarily if you're doing writing, but, you know, anything else in that realm. So hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully that resonated with you, Libra. If you want to help out the channel, hit that like button down below. Leave a comment down below. Those always let me know you really like what I do here. You can also subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want to stick around. That way I'm easier to find. And you can also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one and see what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you next time.